Hey everybody, welcome back to Restaurant Wraps here on the Pulse Network, where restaurants get social. Well, that was Brian Elbow. Brian Elbow is the health study professor at New York University. Okay, and he's talking about menu labeling. Menu labeling where across the nation, the federal government right now is working with the FDA to create guidelines for every restaurant, not every restaurant, but majority of restaurants within the country to be forced to label put nutritional information about every single item on the menu. And the guidelines are, if you get this article on Food Calc, real quick, guidelines, the short version is that if you have 20 or more units, so 20 or more, it doesn't have to be all the same, doesn't have to be, all Chili's, all Olive Gardens, it can be different types of concepts, but if you have 20 or more units that are predominantly 50% more food within the space that you're using, then you fall under these guidelines and will have to do this. So looking at this, this is a big thing for the restaurant industry. It's probably going to take a little time for the government. We know the government really doesn't work too quick. So they're kind of working through with the FDA, and the NRA is reaching out. But here with me today as a guest is our in-house nutrition expert, the one and only Jacq Carly. I mean, this is a big thing. Okay, this is big. Now, these guidelines of what they're putting out, from a nutritionist standpoint, is it a good thing or bad thing?
Well, so from a nutritionist standpoint, I think it's great because I'm all about education and having people have information. Right, so putting out the information is great so that the information is out there and people can see it. However, as someone that grew up with a weight problem, that has struggled with food issues for many years, as a mother, I have some concerns about it. I don't really think that it's going to have as big of an impact as they think it's going to be, that it's going to have on people as far as when it comes to decision making. And the reason why I think is because just because you label something and put information out there doesn't necessarily mean that the people that are reading it understand what it means.
Understand exactly
right
what they're looking at. So it's like, all right, so they're talking about calorie count, fat grams being on the menu, okay, and that's pretty much, I think, going to be it. Right. And then additional information, breaking down the fiber, the dietary, more detailed, the dietary information will be available.